Hello and welcome to Turn 1 Soul Vlog. This is the after Guilds of Ravnica pre-release vlog, and I'm just going to talk about my experience, how I did, and the usual. So, interesting story. This is before I got to the pre-release. My friend was like, alright, the pre-release starts at 2. And I was like, alright, we'll leave at 1:30. We'll get to the shop maybe about 10 minutes before the pre-release starts, so that way we can sit down and find a good place to sit. Because he was my partner, my friend Mark, because we were going to the Two-Headed Giant pre-release. So my friend Mark was like, alright, pre-release starts at 2. I didn't look up the actual time, so you can probably see where the story is going already. Anyway, pre-release actually started at 1. We got there an hour later with 15 minutes left for deck building, and my deck was essentially an Izzet pile of just, it was decent. I wouldn't call it the greatest deck in the world, though, to be fair, no sealed deck is, but I thought it was a decent deck for what it was. My rare was Risk Factor, which, interesting card, will probably find its way into my cube, my Ravnica cube, so definitely like that. By the way, I really like Jumpstart as an ability. I think it's going to be really good in Standard. That side note out of the way. So, I make an Izzet pile, Mark makes a Dimir pile, and we play our first game against 2 other people who came with us, my friend Dudley and my friend Josh. And by that point, the store had ran out of pre-release kits. So they were just given 6 packs of Guilds of Ravnica and were told good luck. And that was kind of funny because Dudley actually pulled the new Tristani on us. And that was pretty cool. Mark, by the way, he got the Dimir pre-release kit, yet somehow pulled Amara and the new Tristani. The new Amara and the new Tristani, which that was also pretty cool. So anyway, we lose to Dudley and them. Yeah, we lost to the same people who had the same amount of deck building than we did. It was actually kind of funny. I forgot how he did it, but I think it was with the Selesnya Giant that was like Convoke. It was X, white, green, Convoke, and he made it like, this was really late game too, he made it like a 14-14, and we just didn't have anything to block it because they just got rid of all of our blockers. Next game, we played, I believe, I remember we lost the second game, but I can't remember the decks that we played. But that was also a fun game. I had fun with that one. That one was interesting. Game 3, we played against an Izzet deck and a Selesnya deck, and we beat them pretty well. I think we beat them by doing like 14 damage, getting them down to 1, and that was fun. That was really good because Mark had a good Surveil deck going, and I was just going off with Izzet Shenanigans, which that was, the Izzet decks are, I think, really good. I'm very undervalued, in my opinion, very undervalued, because they can just produce card draw and do that very well. So, we're 1-2 going into the final round, and I'm tired by this point. I play Commander, so I'm used to long games, not a really rapid session of short games. So, I mean, most of the time when I play Magic, I'm only playing 1 or 2 very long games. And so, we go to this final game, I'm just like, and I had a 5-land hand pulling really trash, and I was just like, screw it, we're checked out. We're not going to get prizes at this point, there's no real point. Might as well just play for fun. So I was like, you know what, as a challenge to myself in this game, I'm going to keep my first hand. 5-land hand, and oh boy did it show, because we got clobbered. We may have done a little bit of damage, but that's only because Let's see, where's that card? And it's only because I used Sonic Assault and jump started it that I think, really got damage in on them. And they were running a Selesnya deck and a Dimir deck, which that's also a pretty good combination. So ultimately, I really like Guilds of Ravnica. I had an okay pre-release, but whatever. The store I go to has kind of consolation prizes in that we just roll dice, and if you get a higher or lower thing, you get a pack. In that pack, I actually pulled. Where is it? Oh, I pulled my favorite card in all of Ravnica is the Wee Dragonauts. But, if I can find it. Oh yeah, I pulled a Blood Operative, so I didn't get the greatest pulls in the world. But a friend of mine did trade me an Ionize, so that was pretty cool. That's actually the card I really wanted from the Izzet pre-release kit. Because this is, I think, going to be one of the cards I need for my red-blue counterburn deck. So there was that. I also pulled a Quasi-Duplicate. That's actually a really fun card. I like it, and I definitely want to see more of this because I think I don't know what deck I'll put it in, but that's definitely going in a deck. My other rare Expansion and Explosion. This one actually helped out a lot, especially with card draw and just doing damage. So ultimately, fun pre-release. Do I think Guilds of Ravnica is a great set? Still remains to be seen. What's its impact going to be on Standard? What's its impact going to be on other formats? But I think it's a very good place right now. Definitely can't wait for Ravnica Allegiance in January. But yeah, that was my pre-release experience. I was going to have my deck list up for you guys to look at and be like, you could have done that, but oh well. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to help support the channel, subscribe down below and make sure to hit that bell so you know when the next Turn 1 Sol Ring video is uploaded. And as always, guys, have a great one.